I mean, this is the difficulty. When somebody is not honest and has a personal agenda, they'll basically interpret or misinterpret or malinterpret anything Prophet says in his books. And that's what that whole book is all about.
Yeah. Veerabahu, Prabhu. Veerabahu, the guru.
Yeah.
And he's a rascal. These gurus, they have this thing, you ask them about the question or they'll refer you to that bogus book. I've seen it with Giri Raj.
So this Veerabahu, how is it that he accepted a guru system that he got a vote from these people in ISKCON? Where is that in his book, this voting system? Nowhere in Prabhupada's books will you ever find his reference that you become an acharya by vote.
Right.
As a matter of fact, there's a criticism in the Chaitanya Charitamrita of the High Court acharya of the God Yamat. He didn't get an acharya by vote. He got acharya by the votes of the court. So this person accepted his guru system from the same people who voted back Bhavananda. Where's that in a tradition?
Right.
Where is that in a shastra?
Yeah.
I mean, they take some statement from Prabhupada's books, but they don't practice that.
Right.
This voting system is just another way of maintaining their monopoly, their caste Brahmin monopoly. Because you cannot have a discussion with these people about their history.
We cannot.
They don't want to discuss their history. If you were to ask this Giriraj, how did the subsequent guru after the 11 get gurus? Did he get voted in? They won't even give you an honest answer. Because they can't explain it. It has no philosophical or Prabhupada statement explanation of how you become a guru. It's a click. It's a click that you can only become a guru if you support the original conspirators, the original people who manufactured all this nonsense.
Right.
Because people cannot become a guru unless they get voted in. You can't get voted in unless you agree to acquiesce or go along with these people that manufactured all this.
Right. Yeah, Giri Raj was protesting these so-called appointments, but when he got a stamp approval, he gave everything up and became one of them. And this,
So did Veerabahu.
Oh, Veerabahu also.
Veerabahu, Shivaram, Trivikram, all these people.
Oh.
They were all criticizing. By 1985-86, there was a big uproar, and he had a big meeting in New Vrindavan about the temple president. Everybody was criticizing these gurus that they were seeing. This is a monopoly. There's only 11 of you. There's nobody else. I think they made 2 or 3 other ones in 82, 83, someone like Sarup Damodar, Jagadish or something.
Mm-hmm.
But basically it was a clique, and nobody else could be a guru. So these people were criticizing left and right that you've got a system that doesn't make sense. This is not according to Prabhupada. So then when the Bhavananda scandal happened, and then Bhavananda, Ramaswara, Bhagavan, there was this big scandal in 86, 87, when several of them fell down. Well, they didn't want to lose the money from Mambari, so they let Bhavananda be a guru. That was a big scandal all over the society.
Right.
Because people were saying, you can't have a homosex as a guru. You can't have a guy that was engaging in homosex be on a Vyasasana. They didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
So then they in one room, they reinstate Bhavananda. They go back in the other room and say, okay, Shivaran, Rabindra Swarup, Veerabahu, all these people, Trivikram, you can all be gurus now. Here's your certificate and here's your license. Within a year or two, so they manufactured so many gurus, as long as they didn't start to expose the original guys who concocted all this.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, it's a difficulty because when there is no more truth, when there's no more honesty, I mean, where's the question of Brahminical discussion? Prabhupada says in the first canto of Bhagavatam, if a Brahmin lies, all of his claims to Brahmanhood are at once null and void.
Mm.
And this is the problem with that society. There's been so many lies and falsehoods and fabrications with it's crazy. And Prabhupada said also in the Bhagavatam, by too many lies, truthfulness is destroyed.
Mm.
And this is what we have in ISKCON. Truthfulness is no longer there. You can't have a truthful answer from these people. And what to speak if you start asking questions about the Gurukul molestation issue or the poison issue, which are even more controversial. And that's why there's a lot of people, like I get people in Russia, Philippines, Canada, all over the place, writing me about these issues or calling me, and they're all asking me. The people that are, like this devotee I'm talking to in England, this ex-disciple of Radhanath, it's like he's rejected these people. He calls them fishcon, false ISKCON. But they want They want Prabhupada, just like you. You want Prabhupada. They want that connection to Prabhupada.
Right.
But what ISKCON is preaching, you cannot have a connection to Prabhupada except through us. Well, guess what? This is the same thing the caste Brahmins are preaching in South India and Bengal.
Right.
You cannot have any kind of spiritual life except through us, because we are Brahmin. So in ISKCON, you got these original, we are the appointed ones, the specially chosen ones, and we've voted in our special guru class or guru caste, and only us can bestow initiation or spiritual instruction and everything, which is complete nonsense.
Right.
And that's why people that you can have minimal understanding of the teachings of Lord Chaitanya, they see this, they say, this is not right. There's too many contradictions, too many falsehoods.
Right.
You know? And like these devotees in Russia, I mean, some of them are not very sophisticated, but one thing they can see after they were cheated by all these ISKCON gurus, some of them want nothing to do with anything to do with any of these ISKCON gurus. They call them fishcon, false ISKCON.
Right.
And some of them call them CISKCON, corporate ISKCON.